is real estate passive income. In this video, we're going to talk about what passive income is and exactly why that's such a buzzword when it comes to real estate. Okay, because most of us have regular jobs. Wouldn't it be nice to know at the very beginning of every single month you had $9,000 or $10,000 a month coming in before you even woke up? That, my friends, is what we're going to talk about in this video. And I got a little bonus for you, okay? Stick around to the very end, and I've got some little gifts and stuff like that. Listen, if any of this is helpful, hit a thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll help you out with anything that we can with that. That helps the channel grow and all those things. We appreciate it. So let's talk about it. Is real estate passive income? Yes, it is. Okay, so what is passive income? Doing minimal work for maximum benefit. So in other words, I do not have to show up every single day at a job in order for passive income to come in. Let's just go way out on the spectrum. I've got 20 properties. Each one of those properties is paying me $3,000 a month in income. That's $60,000 a month in income. After all of my expenses and everything I pay on these properties, let's say 30 of that goes into my pocket. So on the first of every single month, I have $30,000 coming into my pocket. That, my friends, is passive income. Now, I'm using that as an example because that seems like a lot. It really isn't a lot to get there, but you have to understand that that's what passive income is. Now, even if I have 20 properties, they're not going to necessarily call it a business. So think about this. You know, most people have something that's putting butter onto the bread. You've got another job, you're doing whatever. You're like, man, I've got a calculator though also, and it's just not going to make it. I can't get to where I need to go financially if I just grind away at this job. I could be making pretty good money, but I got 3 kids over here, college is looking at me over there, so I'm going to, how am I going to make this happen? So then you start looking at it going, okay, how can I find properties that I can get in right and have enough passive income coming in from rental properties in that so that it'll pay them off and pay me? So I want you to think about this. With passive income, you get a piece of property and someone else goes to get a job to pay your bills for you. Where else in America can you get that done? It doesn't work. Literally, they're going to get a job so they can pay your bills for you. I kind of like that. Okay, I don't know about you, but that's not a bad way to make it happen. So that's what passive income is in a nutshell. Now, the misnomer is I don't have to do anything and the check comes in. Oh yeah, I just mailbox money. You know, there's work that you have to do in order to make that happen. First of all, you've got to find the property. You might have to do a little bit of repair on that property, maybe a lot of repair on it. Maybe you got a piece of crap property that you're going to fix up. So you've got what they call sweat equity. In other words, you're in there fixing it up, you're cleaning the windows, you're, getting rid of the popcorn ceilings, putting normal ones in there, painting, ripping the carpet, putting tile, you're watching videos to make this thing happen. Why not? Okay, you're not doing it anyways. Okay, so you make that thing happen on the weekends, and then pretty soon you got 5, then you got 6, then you got 7, you got $8,000, $9,000 a month in income coming in on these properties, literally before you wake up. Okay, on top of that, you're paying down any debt that you might have on those properties. Now, the key is to get into these properties right. If you're not doing that, you're going to be making a horrible mistake. So I'm going to give you a couple of different options. You've got to go out there and find the properties that nobody else wants. And please, turn off the channel, go away. If you're going to sit there and say, oh, those are gone. Okay, then go back to whatever you're doing. I've been doing this for decades. They're never gone. Okay, drive around in the neighborhoods you may not be willing to live in. I promise you're going to find a couple of properties like, well, there's a property right there. What's going on? You start doing some research on how to find out who the owners are. And especially right now, there is just so many properties coming onto the market where the owners die and the kids don't know what to do with the property. That's becoming a big push. Keep your eyes open on that. So then you go in there and you go, well, it's abandoned, the weeds are growing up, the windows are, and you talk to the neighbors, yeah, they passed away a couple of years ago. I don't know what the kids are doing for it. Do you know how to get a hold of them? And then you start putting deals together that way. Then you come in there with your dump truck and start getting things cleaned up, slowly but surely getting this property ready. That's how you get out there and make these things happen. Find somebody that has some money that'll partner up with you maybe on a couple of your first deals, and you're off to the races. This strategy is as old as America. Okay, so that's one way to make it happen. Another way to make it happen is what we call tax liens and tax deeds. A lot of you know that I am the world's leading expert on tax liens and tax deeds. I have taught more people how to invest in tax liens face-to-face or on video than anybody on planet Earth, okay? So what is that? So when a property owner fails to pay their property taxes, okay, the county can have a sale. Let's stop right there. Do people fail to pay property taxes from time to time? Happens all the time. Does the county need this money? 100% they need this money. I mean, I think, 55 to 65% of all property taxes in the United States go towards schools. Then you've got the police department. You've got the fire department. You've got parks and recs, hospitals, roads, bridges. All of these things are all funded by the county. County doesn't have a way to print money like the feds, okay? This has nothing to do with the federal government. The state sets up the laws, and they will say, hey, these will pay an interest rate on it. So if I go in there and put up the delinquent tax money for the delinquent property, they'll send me a certificate that pays an interest rate of 16, 18, 25%. And if that person doesn't pay those property taxes off to the county, I'm not buying somebody's house, they walk into the county to pay off those liens, I get my money back plus that interest rate. Sounds pretty good. Well, there's even a better strategy on, not better, just even more aggressive. About half the states out there will allow you to buy the property for the delinquent property taxes. This is called a tax deed property sale, resale property, struck property. There's a bunch of different terms out there. Every county has a different version of this that holds this. What they're saying is, look, this person has been delinquent for probably 4 to 5 years, okay, minimum 4 years. We're going to go ahead and sell the property for the back taxes. Okay, so property bid comes up and let's say there's $15,000. I say 15, somebody says 16. Who's ever willing to pay the highest price for that property becomes a successful bidder. Okay, now a lot of times these properties aren't ones, delinquent or dilapidated, or they can be really nice. You never know. Okay, you got to go out there and do the research to make that happen. So once I get that property, now I have the opportunity. I've got equity. I've got equity. I just had a student that bought $326,000 property. They paid $104,000. Yep. They're going to have to do a little bit of work to it. When I mean a little bit, we're talking some mop and glop. Okay, probably $5,000 to $7,000 worth of work. Now they've got a $300,000 plus $1,000 property. They can rent it out. They can sell it and use that equity to start buying other properties. There's all sorts of things that they can do with that whole process, but they got into the game. Here's what you've got to decide. Are you just going to watch videos? Or are you going to go out there and make something happen? And the best way to do that is to go out there and get your feet wet. Find something out there that makes sense to you and go after it and learn. If this is something you like, then that's what you pursue. There are over 5,012 taxing jurisdictions in the United States that have some version of this. Some of them are tax liens, some of them are tax deeds, some have sales every month, once a year, all of those good things. Here's the great part about it. My gift to you is a free course. I got a brand new course on this right now. All you have to do is click on the link down below. It will walk you through everything you need to know to be a tax lien or tax deed investor. Okay, that's my gift to you. On top of that, if you do this right now, I'm going to give you a booklet. I just got a brand new booklet, America's Best Kept Secret on Investing. I will send that to your house. Again, my gift to you. I want to thank you very much for watching this video. I want to say good luck, God bless, and Godspeed.